For Minecraft YouTuber and Speedrunner Dream, 2020 was a wild ride. He gained 15 million subs, was named YouTube's Breakout Star of the Year, and collaborated with the likes of MrBeast and CorpseHusband. But he was also accused of cheating by multiple people, he got doxxed after doing a weird neck reveal, and he hired a Harvard-trained astrophysicist to write his defense paper against those cheating allegations, and apparently it's full of holes. Like I said, quite the year. Guys, 2021 is the year that theScore esports hits 2 million subscribers. We're well on our way, but we need your help. So if you haven't already, scroll down and hit that subscribe button for me. If you do, maybe my parents will finally understand what the hell it is I do for a living. Alright, this Dream being accused of cheating story is really complicated, so strap in. In 2020, this dude was everywhere, from his Minecraft videos to making guest appearances on other channels. Dream's oddly creepy logo is burned into my brain. He's known for speedrunning Minecraft and has a history of setting and breaking records for websites like speedrunning.com. Alright, now I need to get into some super specific Minecraft speedrunning shit, so bear with me. The type of speedrunning that Dream is known for is referred to as any % random seed glitchless, which basically means it's hard as f***. Instead of speedrunning the same world or seed every time, where you can trial and error your way to victory, any % random seed glitchless gives you a new world that is completely unpredictable every single time. On top of that, glitchless obviously means you can't manipulate or glitch your way to a fast time. And Dream is really good at it.
Yes!
Oh my god.
Is it time? Is it time?
You have 18 seconds.
You have 18 seconds. Come on!
Get in! Get in! No way!
Yes! Yes!
Now, in Minecraft speedrunning, a common goal and way to stop the clock is by defeating the Ender Dragon. In order to do that, you have to activate an end portal and step through it. In order to activate one of those, you need a bunch of ender pearls, making them a crucial resource on each run. The catch is, ender pearls are really difficult to come by. A common way to get them is to barter with these weird pig creatures called piglins. Every time you barter with them, you have a tiny chance of getting a pearl drop. And back in October, people in the Minecraft scene started asking questions about the rate in which Dream was getting these pearl drops. See, Dream was getting pearl drops at an astronomically high rate. A rate that led YouTubers like Shell Guy and Video Game Donkey to publish videos accusing Dream of cheating across recent speedruns he had streamed on Twitch. And based on the small amount of data that the Minecraft scene had collected, plus a handful of Dream streams to scrub through, and the Minecraft speedrunning moderator team decided to dig a little deeper. See, speedrunning.com keeps track of the various times and records of each game on the site, and each game has a team of mostly volunteer moderators, and Minecraft is no different. Now, I interviewed the head of the Minecraft speedrunning mod team, a guy named GeoSquared, and here's what he had to say about the initial allegations.
So on October 16th, there was this pretty well-respected runner in the game. He had several world records previously. He posted some data that suggested that the rates were like ridiculously high, considerably so. So we just looked at the math. It was sort of a novelty for a second, but then the reality of the fact that somebody the size of Dream might have tampered with stuff sort of set in, probably on October 16th, right around there.
And keep in mind, the mod team wouldn't just be evaluating a single wonky run that Dream had submitted. They'd be looking at 24 hours of runs from across 6 different Twitch streams. While they got busy with their investigation, Dream published a 10-page response basically refuting all of the allegations and claiming that people were just cherry-picking data to make him look bad. But then, almost 2 months later on December 11th, as Dream's wildly successful year was coming to a close, a 29-page investigation into Dream allegedly cheating was published by Geo and the Minecraft speedrunning mod team. Geo also published a YouTube video on behalf of the moderator team, basically explaining the process behind the investigation, as well as giving his thoughts on the situation as a whole.
So the Minecraft speedrun moderation team, in a combined effort with mathematical experts in our community, have launched an investigation, which is culminating in the release of this video and a statistical analysis paper that thoroughly examines the case and accounts for bias.
And it's important to note that as a consequence of this investigation and the YouTube video, Dream's best time that he submitted over the course of the runs that were being investigated was stripped from the Minecraft leaderboards. Now, the 29-page paper and the YouTube video are a long and short dive into the probability and statistics surrounding the incredible rate at which Dream was getting these pearl drops. And while 42 pearls, which is the number that Dream ended up with, might not seem like a lot, apparently in this situation, it's insanely high.
Dream getting an astounding 42 successful trades out of 262 possible trades. These results are exceptional, as they are not only substantially greater than their expected values, but perhaps more notably, substantially greater than the rates from other top-level runners.
And according to all of the math that the speedrunning mod team did, factoring in a host of different variables, the chances of Dream getting the drops that he did are 0.0000804%, or 201 out of 250 million. On top of that, there's another item called a blaze rod, which are also super useful and rare, and the odds at which Dream was getting those drops was 59 out of 1.25 trillion, or 0.00000000472%. And here's what Gio had to say when I asked him about what the team was hoping to achieve with this investigation.
We wanted to inform the public because we knew that Dream's response was coming, and we wanted to balance keeping it a low profile with also making sure that if people learn about it, they learn about the correct information.
After the paper and the video went out, Dream tweeted that Gio's video was clickbait nonsense and that the investigation was full of bias. From there, Dream took issue with a portion of Gio's video where the speedrunning mods accused Dream of tampering with his mod folders. See, in the video, Dream is accused of using some sort of mod or hack buried deep in some hidden folder.
But the most likely scenario is that Dream used some mod or data pack behind the scenes in such a way that would be undetectable to a naive viewer. This becomes a bit more suspicious when you consider that Dream was using Fabric, which is a mod loader that a lot of the community uses for performance increases. We asked Dream for his mods folder specifically so we could check for any modification, but he was unable to provide any evidence since he says he deletes the contents of his mods folder pretty regularly.
Dream fired back on Twitter saying that he had shared the mods on all his files, and he also accused Gio of lying. He then made the world or seed file in question public for anyone to inspect. From there, Dream said he was working on a response video and then apologized to the mod team for acting like a baby. Gio even asked fans to stop sending Dream hate. Now, I know I've thrown a lot of information at you and I wish that the story ended here, but it doesn't. Because on December 23rd, Dream posted a 24-minute response video, as well as a 10-page report that was apparently written by a Harvard-educated astrophysicist that Dream hired to help with his defense.
After reaching out to this expert, he insisted that if he was going to do this analysis, that I must agree to release his findings regardless of if they made me look good or they made me look bad. Knowing that I'm innocent, I agreed.
Now, the fact that he hired an astrophysicist to defend himself from some true goobers is some top-level trolling, but the report didn't land exactly the way Dream intended it to. Because shortly after it went live, an alleged particle physicist with a PhD in physics started picking the paper apart, as did other alleged scientists and mathematicians. I wish I could say I was surprised that a bunch of scientists started dunking on Dream on Reddit, but it's Reddit, so I'm not. Now, I'm not gonna go through the whole 10-page paper, but there are a few things worth mentioning. One thing I think needs to be made clear is that right off the bat, this astrophysicist basically says, hey guys, just a heads up, this math shit is really hard, and there's no definitive answers. Quote, probability calculations are hard. There may not be one right way to do something. It is easy to violate some hidden or unknown assumption. There is room for healthy debate about different methods and results, end quote. Also, and this is important, he doesn't say that Dream didn't cheat. Quote, one alternative explanation is that Dream, intentionally or unintentionally, cheated, though I disagree that the situation suggests that this is an unavoidable conclusion. In any case, the conclusion of the MST report that there is, at best, a 1 in 7.5 trillion chance that Dream did not cheat is too extreme for multiple reasons that have been discussed in this document. End quote. What he's saying there is that the odds presented by the Minecraft speedrunning mod team are extremely high, unlikely, and should be lower. But as to whether or not Dream modified his game and potentially cheated, the astrophysicist is basically saying, I got no idea. And this is important, so keep it in mind for later. And then on December 30th, a few days after Dream posted his video and astrophysicist's written response, the moderator team rejected both of them. Now, at this point, you might be thinking, December 30th, did Dream start the new year on the right foot? The answer to that question is no. No, he didn't. Because on January 2nd, Dream was allegedly doxxed after posting photos of his kitchen to Twitter. See, part of Dream's shtick is the fact that he's never showed his face on camera. Apparently, this doxing incident came after the fact that he told fans he was going to reveal his face, but he never did. Instead, he revealed part of his neck, which ended up trending on Twitter. But let's get back to the unanswered question on hand. Did Dream cheat? Here's what Gio has to say about that.
I don't think we can ever know the exact methodology because I mean there are a million and one ways to do it. Like he can provide all these counterexamples of, hey, I didn't do it this way. It's like showing murder weapons that, you know, weren't used in the crime. It's like, oh, of course I didn't use like this knife in my cabinet. At the end of the day, like we're not able to know, but we are pretty confident based on the, you know, publicly available information.
And the astrophysicist that Dream hired to write his original paper, who a lot of people thought didn't exist, by the way, put out a response paper to all of the people pointing out the errors in his work. He hits back at some critics while acknowledging some of the mistakes that people rightfully pointed out. And remember how I said that he never claimed that Dream didn't cheat in his original paper? Quote, anyone who claimed that I said Dream did not cheat was severely misrepresenting what I wrote. End quote. And here's how he concludes the response to the response to the response. Quote, while some of the issues of the Minecraft speedrunning team response to my original critique were valid, I disagree with their assessment on others. After concluding their considerations, especially of the number of speedrunners to compare to, I reevaluate the odds from 1 in 10 million to about 1 in 100 million, and still think that an upper board of 1 in 7.5 trillion is too strong. But either way, the probabilities were almost certainly modified, and this provides very strong evidence that Dream cheated. Now, as far as Dream is concerned, he recently tweeted out that he's done arguing. So what do you think? Did he cheat? Did he not cheat? Does any of this fucking matter? Let us know in the comments below.
Tell your fucking insane story that only happens to you to the stream.
Alright, audience, typically I get up around 7 o'clock every morning because I'm a piece of shit. I'm a piece of shit, so I get up early, right? Today, my alarm doesn't go off, but I wake up naturally. I'm like, that's kind of weird, but whatever. I'm up, I got energy. Let's get this shit started. I feed the dog, I let her outside, I take a shower, I make some coffee. All is right in the world. I'm about to start my day, and then I look outside, and it's still extremely dark out. And at this point in my morning routine, it's not dark out. And so now I'm asking, like, what the fuck is going on here? I then double check the clock, and it's 2 o'clock in the morning. So my dumbass just went back to bed.
God, you are dumb.
And yeah, that's how I started my day today. So let me know how you're doing in the comments below.